this is the Secretary of Homeland Security, who is illegally and oopsie-doopsying sending people outside the United States, sending them to an El Salvadorian gulag.
So, Secretary Noem, what is habeas corpus?
Well, habeas corpus is a constitutional right that the president has to be able to remove people from this country and suspend their right
let me stop you, ma'am. Habeas corpus, excuse me, that's incorrect.
President
habeas
Lincoln
corpus,
used it.
Excuse me.
President
Habeas
Lincoln
corpus
used
is the
it?
legal principle that requires that the government provide a public reason for detaining and imprisoning people. If not for that protection, the government could simply arrest people, including American citizens, and hold them indefinitely for no reason. Habeas corpus is the foundational right that separates free societies like America from police states like North Korea. As a senator from the Live Free or Die state, this matters a lot to me and my constituents and to all Americans.
Isn't she
So, Secretary Noem,
embarrassing?
do you support the core protection that habeas corpus provides, that the government must provide a public reason in order to detain and imprison someone?
Yeah, I support habeas corpus. I also recognize that the President of the United States has the authority under the Constitution to decide if it should be suspended or not.
It has never
He does not.
It has never been done. It has never been done without approval of Congress,
right.
even Abraham Lincoln.
That's right. In a time of war, in a civil war, Lincoln suspended habeas corpus in the middle of a civil war with congressional review approval. Habeas corpus is a foundational legal principle that is really we all know it goes back to Runnymede, right? 1215. Even I know what habeas corpus. I'm not a legal scholar, and I'm certainly not the Secretary of Homeland Security. But I know what habeas corpus is, and I knew it years ago. I knew it years and years ago because probably I needed to learn it, or I don't even know where I heard it or learned it. But I'm not, a complete moron. So you learn these things, and I guess, I don't know, I like history and such. And it literally means you have the body, or show me the body. And it means that before the Magna Carta, the king could just disappear you, and that would be the end of you, and no one would know where the hell you went. So you had to show, well, you got him, you picked him up. We want to see him. Show us the body. You have the body. Where is it? And for this fucking dumb bitch to say it's the constitutional right that the president has, says everything that, that we already suspected and knew, that she's a moron. And these people have no business being anywhere near the halls of power. They're all unfit. They're all disgusting, and they're all the domestic enemies that I and so many others like me and so many other patriots took an oath to defend this Constitution against. Not the president. You don't take an oath to defend the president. You take an oath to the Constitution. How can you even abide by the Constitution when you don't know what the fuck the basic foundational principles are of Western civilization, for Christ's sakes? Unbelievable. It's been the, a central element in governmental power over personal liberty since 1215. And it's only been suspended. It can only be suspended in extreme circumstances, such as rebellion, and only with congressional approval, not by the executive branch. So no, bitch, it's not a right, a constitutional right that the fucking president has. Like, you think the founders who fought a revolution against a tyrannical monarch would put that in the Constitution, would give the president the power that wasn't even available to King George III. That's what Kristi Noem is trying to assert. But this is where we are. It's an embarrassment. It's a friggin' embarrassment. It makes me weep for this country. I hope I live to see the day when all of these people are getting what they deserve.